Hi, and welcome to the First Issue Club, your weekly comic book podcast where, just like Sue Storm, we love a good read. You caught us right in the middle of talking about a Domingo. Famous SNL character by the one and only Chris Kattan, who we were just reminiscing about.
Yeah.
Man, we miss that guy.
Hope you're doing well, Chris. Answer my emails. I miss you, man. You're on my Clash of Titans team, and you haven't been really following through. We're have to cut you from the server.
You're on notice, buddy.
I already had to cut Will Ferrell from my Monopoly Go list.
It is a funny thing when you're like in a group of friends and there'll be the person who doesn't update their fantasy lineup for like 3 years straight.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you're not in the league this year because you haven't updated it in 3 years. And then they're like, no,
What?
You can't kick me out.
What am I gonna do?
That's me.
People just want to be on the text chains, I think.
They got nothing else
That's
to
really
do.
what it boils down to.
The incoming messages make me feel part of the game.
Yeah, I'm still alive.
I still get texts from Burger King. That's why I signed up for the email thing. I'm just like, oh shit, chicken sandwich is $2 off today. Thank you, Burger King. Send.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Thank you, Malish.
This podcast is brought to you by Space Camper Cosmic IPA from the friendly folks at Boulevard Brewing Company, based in our hometown of Kansas City, Missouri.
Text messages I don't mind getting from
True.
Space Camper IPA, straight from headquarters.
Yes, El Dorado from Space Camper,
You up?
sending you a late night, you up in the outer atmosphere.
Let's get zooted, my boy.
Gone outer space crazy. Speaking of the new Boulevard
Artemis 2, welcome home.
the new Boulevard THC seltzers
Yes?
are a smash hit here in KC, and I'm seeing
Uh-huh.
them more and more in my friends' fridges. We've got some in ours, and
You know why? Because it's a natural evolution of drinking as you age. THC is a great way to unwind
Mhm.
after a rough day at work. Let me tell you.
Yep. But when it comes to that fantastic hoppy flavor that I crave so much, nothing beats a Space Camper Cosmic IPA.
Yum yum, give me some down in my tum tum. Space Camper IPA. It's not a beer, it's a journey. Welcome home, Artemis 2.
Thank you, Boulevard.
For getting our astronauts home safely. That's actually the first thing they said when they came out of the capsule. Just like, give me a Space Camper IPA. Actually, no, the first thing they said was yum yum, give me some. And the guy that picked him up was like, you need a Space Camper IPA.
Buzz was Buzz Aldrin's nickname because he was drinking.
Because he was drinking the prototype to Space Camper IPA.
Prototype, that's right.
But don't drink and fly.
Right, exactly.
Exactly right.
I do want to give a special shout out to the geekery this week, and I hope that's okay. I'm wearing my geekery t-shirt. But
Hi, Doug.
we love you, Doug. If you're in the New Jersey area, check out the geekery in Matawan. I want to give a special shout out because my son, who's 19 months old now, found a geekery sticker, and he calls sharks bites. So he found
cute.
it, and he
Nice.
said, bite, bite. And we put it on his little cup. And now he's got a little bite on his cup. So he loves his sticker. We love the geekery. Doug, you're an all-star. Thanks for the shirt. Thanks
Vargas'
for the stickers.
son's officially sponsored by the Geekery.
That's right.
Yes.
Ronan Vargas, brought to you by the geekery.
Let's see them Geekery Binkies. Geeky Binkies.
Geeky binkies.
There's a little bit of comic news this week. And we're going to talk about it before we get into the handful of first issues.
When are we going to get to comic weather?
Mm.
Or comic sports?
Because it's always fair.
it's always...
And until Marvel brings back NFL Super Pro,
there's no comics.
there's no sports comics.
We'll see if we can get Storm on the podcast.
Thanks, man.
There we
Appreciate
go.
it.
Okay. We've got some blind bag news. Every week now there's going to be blind bag news.
No!
This is good. This is, I think, good news
Oh, okay.
from Marvel. And I will say that as fun as it was to do Daredevil blind bags, and I had a blast watching all of my friends open theirs online or people from different shops opening them and getting sketch covers, things like that. It is always a drag to get an A cover or the B cover that is already in a stack
Yeah.
on the countertop.
Have they heard us? Have they heard our shrieks?
I think Marvel has heard our shrieks. The new Venom Queen in Black blind bags are not going to have any of the regular order covers in them.
That's
Ugh.
how you do it.
Hold on.
It is not hard.
Hold on. Before we give them their lauds, what's the price point?
Oh, I think it's the same as
$25.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's $6 or whatever, extra dollar on top of the price tag, I'm sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm buying 100.
Yep. 100 of
You were
them.
buying 100 before.
I was buying 50 before.
Gotta get them Muppets. Gotta get that Muppet cover.
So hopefully you can avoid more dupes in your collection, or it gives you more incentive to have fun with the blind
It wasn't
bag.
even about the dupes, man. I just felt duped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulling an A from a blind bag. Like, that's not fun. I can go look at an A cover and grab it.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people, I'm somebody who kind of likes a blank cover
Mm-hmm.
because I like drawing on them and giving them to friends or taking them to cons and getting a smattering
A
of
Joelle Jones
doodles
doodle on there.
on them. But I do understand that when people pop those open, that is the whammy.
Yes,
that
yeah.
You're like, this cover literally is blank, but with a logo. And if you're not the type
Yeah.
who draws or goes to cons, like what a bummer.
Here's how you alleviate that. One, what they're doing right now,
Mhm.
no A's and B's no A's in the bag, right?
Yeah.
Or just make them all bagged. Single price point, all bagged, A cover, B cover, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Everything comes in a bag.
Yeah.
Then if I open it and get an A, well, damn.
Yeah.
That's just the way it goes.
On the cover of the blind bags is a little bit of
Controversy?
Marvel marketing.
Oh, they drew a penis. Stanley's signature penis doodle.
I tried to think of an Excelsior /
Erectional.
boner pun, and I can't come up with it. Come up?
Listen, we just had to get through Comeback last week. The new Venom persona.
They're making little bouncy balls, like like the Spalding kind of racket balls
Uh-huh.
of that planet Venom. You know that symbiote
yeah.
planet that's just a big Venom face?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're going to be selling those
That rules.
around the time that this comic book comes out. So
That's fine.
It's on the cover as kind of like an ad.
Do you know what
for
I
it.
thought of when you said like the Spalding thing? I thought you were like the little thing on the shoes to pump up your
Oh no!
tongue. I was like, they're gonna put a little pump up thing on the blind bag.
Yeah,
That's fun.
I don't know if everyone knows this, but Spalding, the company that makes basketballs, also would make the little rubber balls that, at least in like the 50s, 60s, 70s, were like an extremely common toy.
The
And,
little
like,
blue thing.
Yeah, the little blue
Yeah, like a
ball that
handball
you would
or
play
a
like
racquetball, yeah.
like stickball and stuff like that with.
Yeah.
But-
If you're in New York.
Yeah, but those have become increasingly rare.
Mm-hmm.
But I think people our age maybe still call those Spalding balls instead of a racquetball.
Yeah, they suck to get hit with
They do
True.
suck to get hit with.
True.
because they're denser than a tennis ball
Yeah.
and they're smooth and you
Mhm.
can just hurl that thing
They
at someone.
really bounce. But yeah, my dad's from New Jersey and was a
Ever heard of it?
actual stickball player.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, professional.
One of these stereotypes that you always hear about.
Sure. When there's a guy in a white suit walking down the
Yeah,
street,
yeah.
and your dad's in the street.
How
and
many
a
how many
guy-
gold how many gold chains did he wear when he
Yeah.
played racquetball?
There's oranges everywhere.
More news. Okay, we were talking about Southern Bastards last week, the week before.
Yeah.
Last week because Kevin Bacon was announced.
Kevin Bacon was announced as an actor in it. It's since been confirmed that Kevin Bacon is playing Earl, the
Oh.
He's got to die.
old man in it. We kind of expected that he might be playing
Coach.
the coach part.
Right.
But out of, I think, some of the CinemaCon
Mm-hmm.
news and conversation, we have now found out that Tim McGraw has also been cast
As
in Southern Bastards.
That's the
as,
stick.
as the
As the stick. Swing me, Earl. Swing away.
Tim McGraw.
oh man,
Sure.
So Tim McGraw might be, I mean,
coach.
The coach is a real Southern SOB, and they might
And
have,
Tim McGraw is from Australia.
and they might have aged both of these guys down.
Well, I don't know. Have you seen Kevin Bacon lately?
Was Nick Offerman not around to play the Earl?
Oh Christ, yeah. No kidding.
Yeah, he could be good, but he's like comedic grizzled. You know what I mean?
Sam
Well,
Elliott's still alive.
Last
Yes,
Sam
I mean
Elliott.
Sam Elliott's perfect.
Last
but
of
I think
Us.
he's retired from acting.
that mustache isn't
Yeah.
I think Kevin Bacon will be really good as Earl.
Oh yeah.
okay.
I love Kevin Bacon.
I don't dislike Kevin Bacon,
Okay.
but Earl just seemed kind of thicker.
hey, maybe he's putting on some weight.
Finally,
Talk about thick cut bacon.
you
know what I mean?
That's fatback, baby.
That's fatback. Slice it right off the hog.
But I thought the Tim McGraw news was funny.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Watch that be fake, and if it is,
no, because I
pre-apologies.
sorry, Tim McGraw. I didn't mean to roast you. Still waiting for that album.
Another thing I saw that I thought was really cool is that DC is making a comic to screen art book for Supergirl, wherein we've got this scenario wherein the Supergirl movie is based off of a very specific comic book,
Uh-huh.
and so they're showing a lot of like side by sides of the original like
Oh, that's-
concept
yeah.
art into the comic book, into the actual movie still that recreates that scene in particular,
Cool.
down to some of Bilquis Evely's like costume designs that were made specifically for this and how those translated into the movie.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, as a fan of what has become kind of an iconic graphic novel, that it is a cool, interesting artifact of this thing that shows you the connective tissue of the entire project from
Start to finish.
ideation, to realization in Hollywood, which has now become kind of the new end goal beyond making a comic book.
Yeah.
So I could see that being. Would you guys be interested in something like this for other comic book movies?
I think it would be really cool as a floppy. Is that what they're doing? Or is
Oh
it-
no, I think it's a hardback book,
That's what I assume too. But it would be sick if they had like
like a $5 thing that you could pick up that gave
Yeah,
you
or if
the,
it came with
gave
the
you
movie,
the broad
like your
strokes.
ticket price.
yeah, if it came with the movie as a digital thing, that would be really cool.
Honestly, it just depends on the quality of the content that it's in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, in theory, yeah, that sounds awesome. Like I would love to have that, but we've been around enough. We've been around long enough to see promotional material with comic books and movies that is just shit.
Yeah, you're right. Does it just feel like promotional material that you're paying for? Like
Mhm.
you get duped into paying for something that
Yeah.
is an ad?
Yeah, you're just buying more useless garbage. You're just like, this tells me nothing. It doesn't really
Sure.
look cool design wise.
Sure.
Well, that's why I think it'd be cool as a floppy.
Yeah.
You hand it out with a ticket or the free comic book. Well, I think they're doing Supergirl as free comic book day or Superman Day. Is now
Instead of
Supergirl
Superman Day, we're getting Supergirl Day.
yeah. So
Oh, hell yeah.
we're getting some of that.
Her story, baby.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think it would be really neat, well, doubly neat to see an indie book do that.
Totally.
Like, the Something is Killing the Children would be a perfect opportunity to see
Yeah.
that translated.
It is something that seems like it only works when you have a movie that is made from a specific contained idea.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of the big Marvel movies are a conglomeration of like 70 years of comic books.
Yeah.
That it is very interesting to say, for Watchmen, for example, Watchmen is an iconic comic book with a lot of iconic panels, and to see the side by sides of a panel that they recreated in film and the technology and the camera rig that it took to get these creative shots is something that's really interesting to me. But if you just say generally like Thunderbolts was shot this way and based on this character from a comic book 40 years ago and then this character from 15 years ago, it becomes less and less interesting to me.
Right, because it's like, what's the purpose of you making that? Like, it seems almost...
If it's direct from source material, I think it's something that I would be interested in picking up for some of my favorite comics, and Woman of Tomorrow is one of my favorite comics.
Yeah, for sure.
So I might buy this book. Original cover from Bilkis Evely.
There we go.
That's dope.
So,
have you guys seen James Tynion teased this on his Instagram yesterday? It was a picture and then a little blurb that says BRB doing something real quick, and it's Rascal Randy's head on like a movie studio set. Like it was like something like they're filming something.
Whoa.
With Rascal Randy.
Well, they released some more details about Rascal Randy's spin-off book.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Solo one shot. Yeah. They released the covers. The highlight for me, one of the covers is Rascal Randy as a Pez dispenser. So it's his head and it's pulled back and it's got the little brick coming out of his mouth. So that's cool. But the one shot, the plot details are going to be his origin story. So kind of like we were talking about in one of our Exquisite podcast episodes. Go listen to it on our Patreon.
On a regular feed, it's free.
And our main feed, yeah.
We won't make you pay for that.
Well, give us money.
Give me some tum.
It sounds like this book is going to be like his horror movie.
Okay.
It's how he became Rascal Randy the monster. Yeah. So I'm hoping the other one shots they announced follow that same,
I have to imagine.
I would imagine as well.
I wonder if we'll see his face.
I don't know.
Like how unique would that be?
Got a sub for that.
To just get like just the back of his head POV perspective of him moving through the world
entire time, yeah.
Or the comic starts with him putting on the outfit, like getting the job or whatever, and he just blossoms into the serial killer while he's in it.
I'm sure we'll get some emotional baggage as to why he is hiding or why he's afraid of the world seeing the real him.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because that moment where he lost the mask was so telling.
Yeah.
Right? That it stopped everything around him.
Yeah.
That we're going to find out why that's his weakness. Either of you remember who's writing the one shot?
Tyler Boss, I believe.
Tyler Boss?
Yeah.
Okay. That'll be good.
It'll be really good.
I really like Tyler Boss.
Yeah.
He's the boss.
Any other comic news you guys want to cover before we get into comic books? There weren't a ton of first issues this week.
Not a lot.
Well, I think I will say that driving here, I found out, probably like a lot of you, that Adam Hughes is in the hospital. Incredible, legendary comic book artist. I think I'm getting this right, but he then later came on and said that he is dealing with, I believe, cancer. Which is just a scary thing to just deal with no matter what. So, sending positive energy to, Adam Hughes and his family and all that. It's a tough thing to go through. Not just because we admire you as a comic book creator, but as a person dealing with a serious illness.
Yeah.
Super prolific creator. And I think one of those people that whose art and style is so, in a way, unique to him, that we're going to go through these phases of like reappreciation with him for eternity.
Yeah.
Just like the world kind of had a rediscovering of Dave Stevens not that long ago and was like, man, all this guy's covers are amazing, and we're reevaluating his impact and influence on comics. Adam Hughes is, I think, one of those types of cover artists.
Alex Ross will be that.
Yeah.
I don't have the time to list them all. But
Yeah,
I
right.
mean,
There's-
that's its own Patreon episode, to be honest.
Totally. All right. Do we want to get into comic books? Like I said, so many reprints of first issues this week. So if there's something you missed, this week was a great opportunity to go out and get some floppies of second and third and fourth printings.
The ones I can think of off the top of my head: White Sky, Ordained.
Yeah.
The Ordained spinoff was a number one.
Yeah.
What else got reprinted? Dead Teenagers, I think, got a reprint. I did not see Dork. I think they're done printing Dork number one.
Oh.
Can't wait to pick up a first printing.
Those are the big ones. I saw Ordained, that was I think the big one for me.
Yep.
But what'd you read, Mike?
So I read Fireborn.
Is that by a Jonas?
Which, again, is a first issue, but is a spin-off story more than anything.
That's a Lost Fantasy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Kurt Pyers is writing a comic called Lost Fantasy that takes some visual style influence from JRPGs, specifically Final Fantasy, I think it's safe to say.
Sure.
And it creates this really rad aesthetic with, characters with big buster swords and really cool hair and really big wicked monsters for them to fight against. Conceptually, this story is like there's the surface world on Earth, and then there is a below ground realm that is monsters and things.
Sure. So just like regular Earth.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
I mean, if any idiot reads the Bible, it's the same thing.
Yeah, the Earth is hollow. Go ahead.
And we have a character that is part of an order, and this order's task is to keep these monsters at bay. Was at one point to kind of keep this realm a bit of a secret by controlling the flow of monsters that get in and out of the top level. But there was a disaster where a huge crack was formed. Hordes of monsters came out, and now cat's out of the bag on this whole
Kurt Pyers knows the truth.
situation.
Hollow Earth.
That's right.
Hollow Earth.
So, in issue 5 of Lost Fantasy,
Slap it.
there's
Did they ever find it?
No, the fantasy.
Yeah,
it remains lost. To
Found
this day.
Fantasy. That's the name of the strip club I'm making. Actually,
No, it works. In issue 5, there's a backup story wherein this man who is down on his luck makes this deal to get rid of all of his past sins or past baggage, but must broker this dragon's egg from the underworld out to top level to get it to somebody.
Got it.
Right.
He spawns himself.
Yeah, that's right.
Everyone knows that Spawn had to go to hell, get a dragon egg.
Fireborn picks up with that character on the run from bandits and things.
Dragon has hatched. They've fallen in love.
He runs into this kid who has this predisposition to have a connection to these dragon type creatures, and it transforms him into this dragonified Power Ranger type of character. So now he's got superpowers and this dragon type familiar.
You had me at Dragon Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop drilling because you've hit oil.
Yeah.
So wait, did Kurt Pyers write this?
Yes. So Kurt Pyers is writing both of these. There's support writers in Franklin Jonas, sorry.
Yeah. AKA the fourth Jonas brother.
And then
that is not a joke.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Like he quit the band and then
No. He was never in the band. He's the younger brother.
Oh, so he stopped.
He's
selling
working
used
with what? He's just like the third property brother.
cars?
This is the fourth Jonas brother.
Or the other Manning.
There's a third Manning?
Yeah, he literally is a used car salesman.
Jesus Christ. Just like my brother.
Mhm.
You know, he just works at a church. He doesn't know anything about comic books.
No, that's
Both my
crazy.
brothers.
It really is a Jonas brother.
He is the Joan. He's
How about that?
yeah.
Talented family, those Jonai. Go ahead,
What
Mike.
is a group of Jonas called?
Jonai.
A success.
A success
A
of
bank
Jo-
account.
of Jonas.
Hey,
There's a success of Jonas's over there.
So,
Continue.
it's only fair that I get it sometimes. 'Cause,
Sure. Yeah.
we-
That's all right. That's good.
This was a double size first issue, which
Hell yeah.
we always appreciate, and Image does a lot.
Love a good hefty.
Yeah. No ads, 50 pages of
Whoop.
new original comic book story based on another series.
Sure.
Hey, still original. You got to come original.
That's right. Even though it was a longer issue,
Mhm.
it read really quick. There's
Yeah.
a lot of action, fighting. It's I think a little looser than Lost Fantasy is,
Mm-hmm.
in that it doesn't seem to rely so much on lore that it's steeped in. So this is kind of your playground to have the more Power Rangers-y
Mhm.
version of Lost Fantasy that's less of a time commitment
Right.
almost. I think you could buy this.
No, I can buy it.
Know nothing of Lost Fantasy
Mhm.
and say, hey, what a thrill ride was that?
Sure.
That it was like superpowers, fantasy John Wick in a way, where there's just like a lot of violence, a lot of big set pieces, a lot of fast paced, like moving from different environment to different environment.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a little bit of background story with this like teenager who's got a corrupt father and a weird relationship with the world around him, and he's the one that has inherited these powers. So
Yeah.
how does he deal with the world around him and these newfound
Who's the art by?
Mulholland? Patrick Mulholland?
Okay.
Did you get what you needed with that answer?
Nope.
Is this like a limited that I'm assuming he's gonna Fireman is gonna continue being involved in the Lost Fantasy world, but is this like an ongoing? Are we looking at a
Yeah.
massive verse situation here, or
I think that we are.
okay?
Has this been massified?
I think depending on how successful this is, the intent is for it to go on as long as it sustains itself.
Sure.
We saw some of the Lost Fantasy characters in this comic book. So let's say they can't support another title, you could absorb Fireborn back into
Yep.
Lost Fantasy and
Yeah.
keep the world of characters alive that way.
Right.
Sure.
But again, I think it's going to continue to exist as like I can only know the Lost Fantasy characters through the context of Fireborn
Yeah.
and read that comic book by itself. I know that seems like something a creator would tell you to get you to buy their spin-off book,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but it really did read that way,
That's good.
where it felt really optional, and they'll probably onboard you enough to the
Yeah.
characters that are going to like pop in and out that you feel good about it.
Does this book feel like the 5-minute intro to Dragon Ball Z, where they recap the previous episode to like catch you up to date on?
Not at all. There's no catching up or
Okay,
context
good.
for anything in Lost Fantasy. That's the thing. Lost Fantasy feels timeless in a way
Mm-hmm.
because it's based around this order who has maintained balance throughout the like history of Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And this is very based in modern day society with a kid going to school in New York, and it feels more like an Invincible coming of age
Mm-hmm.
type of story than it does a Game of Thronesian type of fantasy epic.
Yeah.
Right on. Hell yeah.
So that's another thing that I love about this, is that sometimes when you have spin-offs, it's like, here's another comic book doing basically the same thing
Yeah.
as the other comic book. Now you have to spend twice as much a month to follow the storyline.
Yeah.
this feels like the kind of spin-off I like, where it's potentially optional, but broadens the world in a different way, in a different genre.
Yeah, that's the stuff I always like, is when when it's almost a completely different genre from the source book, because it feels connected but something totally fresh.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll say the one thing that's fun is in the synopsis, and I'm showing the guys this. They talk about it kind of feeling like an Invincible crossed with Absolute Batman.
Yeah.
And so they do homage covers with Invincible and with Absolute Batman.
That rules.
Yeah, and they're really fun.
Excellent.
Yep. So, recommend from me. And again, I think Lost Fantasy is optional, but if you're somebody who has missed that comic and does like your kind of JRPG stuff, and you like a Game of Thrones like big story with a lot of characters and family,
I don't know why you're looking directly at me, Mike.
then I think it's maybe worth picking up a couple trades.
Yeah.
If you loved Fireborn and want a more in-depth version of it, because
Sure.
I think, again, I know I'm repeating myself a lot here, but Fireborn appears to be
the easier entry,
the easier read version of it,
Smoother brain.
the more surface level version of it.
It's the Chad version
Yes.
of Lost Fantasy.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Chad Fireborn
Yeah.
versus the Virgin Lost Fantasy.
We're making it sound like that makes it the inferior version, but
No,
They both have their merits.
yeah, they both
Yeah.
have their merits. I'm a fan of both types
Yeah.
of things depending on the sort of mood I'm in or what I want out of my comic book that day.
Yeah.
Now you get to have your cake and also
and
eat a
fuck it.
cake. What'd you read, Greg?
I read Where Monsters Lie, Volume 3.
Hey, which you can hear all about on our Patreon episode this week.
Yeah.
I did not get around to reading a comic this week.
Okay.
It was slim pickings for new firsts.
It's okay. Because I read The HAB, #1.
Mm-hmm.
Out on Bad Idea.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy how many Bad Idea books I buy when
You make them
can
available?
buy them in a store, and I promise I'm done like bragging on them because they're putting them in stores now. Yeah.
Lesson learned, Bad Idea.
So this is, I didn't make a note of who wrote it or did the art, but
So I can find this stuff.
thank you.
Someone notable and of worth.
This is a story about the post-apocalypse or recent post-apocalypse, but it doesn't even really get into that. But this is the story of like a Jeff Bezos type billionaire and his family, and he has spent the last 3 to 5 years or whatever building this environment, this habitat, specifically to survive the collapse of humanity. So he brings, his daughter and his her stepmother, his mom, their security guy. There's like this cast of characters plus this support staff to this habitat, and there's this sort of drama, this tension between them because they're sort of a dysfunctional family, right? The wife is cheating on the billionaire with their head of security. You find out the daughter was in rehab because she got high and ran over a girl in a car. So she's like dealing with this trauma and this sort of, not wanting to relapse into drug addiction. And you've got this, whatever. So there's all of that is happening. On top of that, everybody drinks the water that's coming from this cave that the HAB is built over top of, and the water is infested with some sort of contagion, parasite, fungus, whatever, that is making people hallucinate vividly to the point where they are starting to kill each other.
Hell yeah.
But on top of that, their hallucinations.
We've incepted into
It's like a
5
third
on top of that.
Yeah. On top of that, the hallucinations are like
Had a dash of.
they are seemingly like turning the people that have these hallucinations into like cult members.
Oh, cool.
Where
I like that.
they're like doing a chant thing as they kill the
There's
people.
some like hive mind kind of aspect to it.
Yes.
Baba booey, baba booey.
This was, I don't know if you played that video game Dead Space.
Yeah.
Yep.
I loved Dead Space.
The expansion of the necromorph stuff feels very similar.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not like, oh, my body turns into a giant monster or like reconstructs into a thing.
Yep.
But it's like,
But it did come with like this kind of like collected belief that was
yes.
almost a contagion.
Yeah.
And that was the turning point in the game where like it started as a fun alien murdering game and then turned into this like bigger conspiratorial thing.
Yeah.
And that's when I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And I love shit like this.
This is very, I mean, it's not like there's a thing that is doing the thing. We don't really know what's causing it or what the outcome is going to be. But that's sort of the pitch that we're in. So there's this family drama plus this collapse of humanity plus this impending, because everybody has drunk the water. Like it's too late. There's not like we can't drink. It's like we now have to deal with this thing.
I do like there's almost a subgenre of societal collapse glacial horror.
Yeah.
that like the fear of like having to survive a global warming thing buoyed by like we don't know what's under like
all this melted ice.
Ancient ice that's like existed for like 5,000 years.
But Bugs in Ice is one of my favorite horror genres. that X-Files episode, you got The Thing,
yeah.
Like all of that. Cold horror is my jam. So this sort of fits
Cold
into that
horror.
too.
I say we melt it all. See what happens.
Hey, you know,
I got Aquafina. Not the actress.
I was gonna say she's a little busy probably.
Listen to this creative team.
Hit me.
Joshua Dysart, you ever heard of him?
Yeah.
Worked on Unknown Soldier. And then this duo of artists kind of blows my mind.
Jack Kirby
and Picasso.
Can you imagine Jack Kirby and Picasso finally got together and made a comic
The mashup
book
we've been craving.
in 2025.
It's 2026.
They finished it last year.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, right. Stuff takes time to come out, Greg. Doofus.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
Bill Sienkiewicz
Okay.
and David Lapham.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Wow.
What a duo.
So
Dynamic.
that makes sense. So Lapham is doing that main story that I sort of talked about.
Yeah.
And then there's like there's an almost epilogue to the story that takes place 3 years before
Yeah.
they go to the HAB. And then there's another almost epilogue too, where you see the like cult interacting with other members of the cult, and they like speak in a language that's not English. Like the word balloons are filled with like pictograms.
Oh, okay.
And that's Sienkiewicz doing all of that.
Cool.
Yeah. So
I love him.
There's a lot to chew on. I mean, like a lot of Bad Idea comics, there's a lot of content behind the idea is very big. The lore of this world is large, dense. Yeah.
They got so many cool creatives to do the variants for these too.
Yes.
They get Picasso.
Well, the A cover, Charlie Adlard.
Yep.
Sarah Sumere did the B cover, which I don't know if you're familiar with her, but she has an Instagram wherein she recreates a lot of iconic moments from horror movies in comic book form in the style of like Archie comics.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So look her up. Her Instagram is so rad.
What's her name again? Say it one more time.
Sarah Sumeray.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Sumeray.
Okay.
M. Carroll did the kind of like body horror,
Oh, right. Yeah.
guts and fungus variant.
Yeah.
There's another Aaron Campbell cover that is a body horror variant. Then we have Matt Luznowski,
Oh, yeah.
who has such a crazy, distinct, like, pointillism style and
Mhm.
works at such a massive scale
Mm-hmm.
that you almost can't even tell the work is like
That's who my
pointillism.
Lobo commission is from.
Oh, that's right. What a freaking cool artist who's so distinctly individual. Steve Beach has a beautiful
Oh, my
cover
God.
that feels like, a vintage horror movie
Uh-huh.
poster.
That's the cover to get, by the way.
Lapham does
Oh, yeah.
his own cover of somebody in the Arctic kind of
Cold spooky.
yeah, with like, a bunch of animals from different climates kind of like gathering around the like vestiges of water supply.
Mhm.
And then there's another Lapham cover that is like neon horror spacey.
Yeah.
It's just like we get into variant cover overload a lot of times,
Yeah.
and I feel like when I feel it's like eye rolling and too much is when a lot of the variant covers start to bleed together and feel like the same thing. Like, why are we doing these?
Mhm.
These are all so universally distinct.
Yeah.
The artists they plucked for this have such distinct and separate art styles and are doing such different things cover to cover
Mhm.
that it makes me want to collect all of these.
Yeah.
Like, it really makes a statement about, I don't know.
You hear that
This
bad
is-
idea? Did you hear that?
This is the stuff that you're like, when you hear a new exciting publisher trying to do stuff different, you're like, fuck yeah, they're like highlighting cool, weird
Yeah.
Instagram artists that
Yeah.
I follow that
Yeah.
like I've never seen them do a comic book cover before.
Right.
And now they've got 3 titty covers.
And here they are on this. Jesus.
Now they have a Winnie the Pooh cover.
Finally.
Do
That's
you
not
have?
what this is.
That is not what this is. Yeah. Do you have?
So I'm excited for this comic.
Yeah, it was.
I pre-ordered it.
It's a cool book. It was there was a teaser in that Monolith
Mhm.
book, that 0 issue for Monolith
Yeah.
that I picked up. So
Did either of you pre-order Mumra, the Dynamite
No.
Declan Shalvey
Mm-mm.
comic? I thought about buying this just because it's Declan Shalvey and his track record's so good that I'm like,
Yeah.
he will make a version of anything
Yeah.
that I will probably enjoy to some extent. But at the same time, I can't get involved in these Dynamite Thundercats and other 80s cartoon comic books. It's
Yeah.
too much shit to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's your corner of comics that you're interested in,
If you only buy Thundercat and Thundercat adjacent comic books, I fucking want to interview you
how hyped are we for Thundercats Silverhawks?
and I want to know more about you.
but I mean, yeah, if you're somebody who's like, I'm such Silverhawks and like that era of cartoons, you're having yourself a damn heyday and good for
Totally,
you.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
you've got some amazing creators working on amazing comic books. But I can't expand my buying habits into these things right now.
Yeah.
I hope you understand.
Dynamite.
Cowboys of Moo Mesa fans, shout out.
Yes, Cowboys of Moo Mesa
Stand
is
up.
another one.
Street Sharks,
There's
Fin up.
fin up.
So again, like we said, there was a bunch of subsequent printings and spin-off comics that we didn't cover. Nectar,
Yeah.
the Absolute
That's right.
Batman annual. There's a G.I. Joe another silent mission. One book that I would never buy in a million years is Darkness versus Angelus.
Oh, I almost bought that. Are you shocked?
Nothing again. I mean, Matt Hawkins and Mark Silvestri, like,
Yeah.
great creators. It's just another one of those things that it's like a spin-off of such a niche corner of comics already.
It's
Yeah.
a one shot.
Is it just a one-shot? Oh, okay. I assumed it was a ongoing. Man of Steel #1 got a facsimile. The Wonder Woman annual got another printing. Star Trek Starfleet Academy Lost Contact. This was one that I almost bought. The writer is Lane Morgan, who I've never heard of.
It's a new one for me.
Yeah, so this might be something just for me to check out and see. Get a vibe for a new writer that I could
Vibe
be
check.
introduced to. But sometimes I like these Star Trek, Starfleet kind of comics.
This light week just makes me anticipate next week being slammed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might be crazy next week. Spider-Man, Superman, Corpse Knight, a new volume of Vampirella,
Thank God.
Hello Body Horror. Andy, I'm looking at Andy right now
Hello,
for that
body
one.
horror, my old friend.
It's nice to goop with you again.
My eyeballs dripping down my chin.
Christian Ward has another Event Horizon.
Yes, this is a sequel to
nice.
Event
Series.
Horizon.
Headloppers coming back.
Yeah.
Like,
That Headlopper cartoon show looks bananas.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
yeah, that did look really cool. Like Vargas mentioned, Thundercats, Silverhawk.
Hell yeah. How many blind bags did you buy for that?
Dude, I only bought 25. Had to limit
I have
myself.
to limit myself.
There's a set of I don't know anything about this comic book, but the covers for In Your Skin on Image all look really cool.
Yeah.
A Bollywood superfan is obsessed with a film star from the Bollywood movies. After a once-in-a-lifetime chance to meet her idol goes awry, Aisha announces impending retirement from movies.
This sounded a lot to me like Perfect Blue.
Yeah,
or
right.
like a Stalker Perfect Blue kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Look at this Tula LaToy cover.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Oh my goodness. Not suitable for work.
Anand RK.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then Maria Lovett also has a variant. All In, DC All In special getting another printing.
Finally.
Ah, jeez.
There's just tons of subsequent printings now. But yeah, plenty to read next week.
Yep.
I'm picking up In Your Skin for sure. So
Let's
if you want to
get goopy.
read along with us, pick that one up. And that's it, I think.
Bollywood substance.
We did it. Thanks for joining us for another episode of First Issue Club. And as always, shout out to Chris Kattan. Bye. First Issue Club podcast is brought to you by Boulevard Brewing Company, the people responsible for our favorite drinks, the Space Camper Cosmic IPA family of beers. Our show is edited and produced by our hosts Mike DeStacy, Greg Lichtag, and Andy Vargas. You can find us on social media at First Issue Club, and you can join the supporters who keep our humble podcast going on our Patreon at patreon.com/firstissueclub.